Hey, Jake here. Welcome to a Let's Play for Zeus, Master of Olympus. And basically, Zeus is it's a city building game, sandbox based, and it's kind of like SimCity, but it's more like well, it's almost exactly like Poseidon, only it has a few different elements in it. It's very similar to the Caesar series. Not so much like Civilization, 'cause it's not a turn-by-turn based game. But essentially, it's an extremely fun, very relaxing game to engage in, and it was one of my favorite games when I was younger. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into it and do a campaign. And hold on a second. Yeah, so I'm going to start from scratch on a campaign, and hopefully it will both act as a tutorial and as a fun to follow Let's Play. So, let's go ahead and proceed with my Linksicles. I had to start over because I realized that when I started recording, my screen wasn't configured correctly, and so I just decided to start over on that. So let's go ahead and do a Zeus in Europa, which is the first episode. Fairly easy. Starts with the city of Thebes. Well, not really a city. It doesn't start with the city. It starts with an area that you will build, and the city will be called Thebes. And it's 8 episodes long, which I figure is a pretty good length. So,
Follow
let's
a
start.
cow? The priestess from the oracle said to follow a cow? A peculiar command, to be sure, but then the priestess is never wrong. She promised that great things would come to the person who follows her cow until it lays down to sleep, and then builds a city on the spot. This person will be able to achieve something that 4 powerful men failed to achieve, and finally bring Europa back to Greece. The beautiful Europa was abducted years ago by a white bull, and has not been seen since. And thus the priestess's bovine-centric prophecy came to an end. The cow did not choose a very good spot. She fell asleep a short distance from a hideous multi-headed serpent that purportedly belongs to Ares. The monster is always ravenously hungry and eats everything that comes near him. Building a city here won't be easy, but the promised reward is irresistible.
Okay, so first objective, population of 1,000. Simple enough. Alright, so first thing you want to do when you start a Zeus map is you want to go to options and then go to speed, and you want to make sure that your speed is as low as it possibly can. I don't really pause the game so much because I don't know. I guess you could pause it. I just like to change the speed up and down. You can change the speed with the bracket keys on your keyboard if you want, but for now, I just use the options so that way you know if I'm speeding it up or slowing it down. That'll become more apparent throughout the game. But so I got to go over a couple basic options here. So this purple stuff here, his little specks, or you can see them as purple bruises on the mini map. Those are called meadow. That's the only place that you can put livestock or groves and farms of any kind. It's the only place that you can validly place that stuff. So it's actually pretty valuable real estate. So it's a good rule of thumb to start your base nearby one of these areas, or if you have a shoreline and you have the ability to go and place docks to go fishing, or things along those lines. It's a good rule of thumb to have. So anywho, I'm going to show you how to build a neighborhood. Now there are 2 types of NPCs or wanderers, and those are called destination and destination and roaming wanderers, and they can, depending on what they're used for, they can only go a certain amount of blocks. For example, Agora vendors can only go 44 blocks or tiles. This isn't Minecraft. They're called tiles, so they can only go 44 before they'll turn around and go the other way. And you have to dictate their routes with these roadblocks, otherwise they will use probability to choose which direction they're going to go in, and it won't cover your entire route, which will completely screw your area up. So it's actually pretty important that that be done. So anywho, the main ones can go 24 tiles to 35 tiles. I think that includes both the maintenance person. Oop, nope, I don't want to do that. Yeah, that includes both the maintenance person and water and all. Don't worry, I'll get to it. I can't pull everything out by memory, so I'm just gonna kind of go as I go. Appeal is pretty important for a successful evolution of your houses, because if the curb appeal of the household is too low, then you won't be able to basically they won't evolve, or you can't reach the higher tiers of evolution. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Most vendors can only travel 27 blocks, or that's the equivalent of 13 houses along one end, or 26 if you have a house on each side. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. That was perfect. Alright. Alright, area is cut off from the road to roam, so that means I have to build a bridge along there so they can actually get to it. Otherwise, it'll disappear. So let's go ahead and extend this area out a little bit. I'm going to show you a setup that has worked for me perfectly almost every time, gives you the most control, and it works wonders for your people. Oh dear, Hydra. Oh well. I think he appears over by the marble quarry, so it's not really a big deal right now, but as the episodes progress, it will be a big deal. So, maintenance offices, extremely crucial that you have one. Otherwise, your houses will start catching on fire and your buildings will collapse if you don't have one of these guys around there. Let's go ahead and increase the speed a little bit. Let's go up to 80%. There we go. Employees needed. Yes, I'm aware of that. Don't have anybody moving in yet. Alright. And there's another building that we need called an infirmary. Those are also crucial, otherwise you'll have sick people wandering around, and basically it's they can't work when they're sick. So you get, if you have a city with not enough infirmary coverage, then it's going to be a huge mess. You're going to have basically buildings without workers when they should be there, and then your buildings will start catching on fire, and then you'll have insufficient ways to start back up. Sometimes if your city gets too big or gets big enough, and you don't have enough coverage. Oh, here they come. All the mommies and daddies and children. Okay.
I've heard that there's a cornucopia of food here. Yummy!
Okay, so those guys are gonna move in. What was I saying before that? Oh, so yeah, if your cities get big enough and you neglect certain basically aspects of your city, and it causes all your houses to devolve, sometimes it'll be so bad where you cannot recover from it. I've had that happen to me a couple of times, and I'll have maybe over 1,000 people that need 1,000 workers needed and stuff like that, and it just causes serious issues. Let's go ahead and create some agricultural buildings down here as well. Again, taking note of where you place the maintenance offices. Really important. Let's place a gap there so they can get in through the back. I'll place a road behind them eventually. Yeah, that looks good. And oh, my city needs more workers already. No worries. We'll just place a food vendor on the Agora. Oh, they're still coming. How many? 122 more people. Yeah. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good, I think. Alright. Population milestone, 100 people. We're doing good. Gotta reach 1,000, so this won't be too hard. This will be pretty simple. 29. Do. I guess what I can do is start a zigzag route. Now this is really good for getting the maximum amount of coverage on culture. And basically destination wanderers can they can go extremely long distances. I think it's up to maybe 300 tiles, maybe more than that, a little bit more than that, before they disappear. But they can basically zigzag through several of these so-called neighborhoods, and doing so cover a very large area. And that only works for culture coverage, but these, basically I need an agora, an infirmary, and a maintenance office, and a fountain on each of them, though. That I cannot change because these only have a range of 27 tiles. So, and an NPC will always spawn preferably on the north tile, the northern tile. So it would preferably spawn here, and then other preferences would go in a counterclockwise fashion. So it would go preferably to spawn here, labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or, oh no, hostile. Don't have to worry about that yet. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then by default they'll spawn here. Just a little tip, something I learned in the forums. So, needs access to more culture venues in order to evolve. Alright, Excuse me. Alright, so let's... Oh, crap. Oh, no, that's not due to their range. That's due to how much food I have in the area. Let's add a couple more wheat farms. There we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and crank the speed up a bit more. There we go. Zip, zip, zip. There we go. Alright, let's get a storehouse. Yeah, I think a storehouse right there would be alright. And then there's two more resources that traditional housing needs, and that would be olive oil and fleece. So you can basically set all these others to not accept, and then we can reduce the quantity. Oh. Why is that? It's not... Oh, there we go. Okay. I reduced the quantity down to 16, so that way it'll just fill it up half and half, and that way the Agora vendor doesn't have to go very far.
I searched high and low, and there's not so much as a hut for me to call home. Not even Diogenes' barrel.
Alright, an invasion. Nice. Not really, but... Come on, we need more food, people. Is that another farm? Oh, wait. I can support 1,500 people. I don't need any more food than that. Why is my granary not? Wow. Okay. That's strange. Bribe. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay, so the engine just had to be started up a little bit. Alright, well, so let's look at our world here. Now, we need to find an export, because apparently we're starting to run low on drachma. That'll go down into nothing very soon. So... onions, marble, sculpture, and wine are basically... Oh, and wheat. I can sell wheat too, but don't really want to sell that yet. Or bronze and fleece. So, basically... bronze and fleece. Alright, let's see what I can make. So, workshops, make olive oil. And I can mine marble. And I can also make carting shed, sheep, dairy, goat. Yeah, okay, so sheep, that's another good thing that I can do as well. Let's see. Now, instead of wasting money on walls unnecessarily, this is what I like to do around particular areas that I want to place herds or sheep and whatnot. So what I'll do is I'll make a wall of farms like so. Let's see how many more. Okay, I have 26 more people. Then I'll place a couple of carting sheds. Alright, like that. And then, if you absolutely have to, and you don't really want to spend a lot of money on your infrastructure just yet, then what you can do is use military walls to help you out. Alright. So we can get a couple more carting sheds. One here, and one here. And then some more. Oh, 1844. Can't really do much yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and start placing sheep. Alright, that should be good for now. Okay. And what was that? They bought wheat from me. Okay, wheat and wine. So, Mount Pelion. Alright, let's go ahead and move that roadblock over one bit. Actually, I can't make the zigzag plot just yet because I need more money. Kind of overlooked that. There we go. Alright, see how they're evolving? Once you add another tier, they just evolve. It's nice. Nice and convenient. Oh, he stopped right at the end of that line. That was actually a perfect distance for him. Didn't even hit the roadblock. Alright, 208 more people, 20 workers needed. Perfect. We're doing good, guys. We're doing good. And we can start selling wheat because we have a surplus of the stuff. So that'll be our first decent sized export. It's wheat. Then our next one will be fleece. Which one was it that did fleece? I believe it was Libya. And I think I need a pier for them. No problem. Can make a pier right down there. Let me just extend the road out a little bit. Oh my gosh. How did a sheep end up way over here? Oh well. Again, no big deal. We'll probably end up dying because they'll end up using that area for construction. Start selling fleece. Oh yeah. I think that's more than 44 tiles, so just to be on the safe side. I'll go ahead and put a maintenance office right here. There we go. Alright, looks like my money supply is starting to go back up. That's a good sign. Start selling some fleece. Just turn up the speed a bit. Oh, Caledon, just be patient. I hate that they're so demanding. Oh, starting to build my money supply back up. Good sign, good sign. Oh. Right. Let's get another granary so we can start stockpiling that food. Wow. They really do have a think less of me, huh? Caledon. No patience with these people, I swear. There. Let's see where that goes. Alright, I think we can start cranking up the population here pretty soon, and that'll basically conclude this episode. Alright, and fleece vendor right here. Fine, there's your stupid fleece. Dickhead Caledon. $104 more people. Not quite big enough yet. We're getting there. Wait. Oh! That's a lot of unemployed. Actually, what I can start doing now is extending out my little agricultural zone. Do that right now, right here. Let's see, I need at least 3 for wheat farms. Or farms of any kind for that matter. This could be an agricultural / industrial zone, so and I don't really have to worry about money right now, which is a good thing. Just connecting the road. I'm not going to worry about manning the entire thing just yet. We'll get there. I like to build things as I go. Carting shed here. Carting shed there. Stupid sheep out here that managed to wander off. Stupid sheep. I can do goats too for extra food. Yeah, I'll add a couple of goat dairies as well. There we go. And no, there's a gap right there. That's gonna drive me nuts. Man. Oh well, at least it's far enough away from the entrance. Whatevs. Okay. Needs more culture venues. Okay, so let's build one more round about through here. No, 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 we don't want anyone going through there. Aha, here we go. So this is basically how this will work. I'm essentially mirroring what I did on the other side, and it's going to go off in a zigzag pattern going through this side. So it's the infirmary spitting out healers to both sides, right? And then I'll put another agora on the other side, like that. And then I'll place a gymnasium. I'm not going to place a gymnasium there just yet. I will soon. Ah, okay. Then I'll build a road all the way down, just like this. All the way down. Then I'll place avenue along the opposite side towards the outer edge, like that, and go all the way down to here. Perfect. Well, I wish these storehouses were just a little bit bigger, that way it would reach the other side. Guess I could go like that, and then I'll just delete that little part here, and then I'll place the maintenance office right here, so that way, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll do this. So that way they can still have access to it, but I don't need to have a maintenance guy going through there, so that's not really that important. So they just have a straight route just all the way down, just like they do on the other side. And then what I do is I take houses, pull them all the way down to here, like so. Same on the other side. And then I don't connect these two. You do not want to connect these two in any way. You want them to go all the way up here, and then all the way up, and then all the way back this way. You want to create a zigzag pattern, and I guess we can do that 3 times, because then we start getting up to the top of the map, and this rock starts getting in the way. And 3 is actually plenty. That's probably maybe, if these houses were fully evolved, I'd say maybe 1.5 to 2,000 people, at least, in just those 3 zones. So, anywho, let's turn the speed up a little bit. Yeah, you can have your fleece. There you go. My gosh, so much news. This is crazy. Oh, there we go. Population 1,000. And, cool. So that concludes this episode. So, next episode is fairly soon.